everyone, welcome to my channel Siddha's Classes. So to have a brief recap about processing, we discussed that there are various types of processings. As it is clear from this slide that there are 4 different types of processing techniques that are normally used. Among them, the high temperature processing is also called as cooking in general term. Cooking is a term which involves normal processing methods like boiling, frying, steaming, blanching. Then there is another category for processing which we categorize as low temperature processing, which includes refrigeration, freezing, freeze drying, which is also known as lyophilization. The third category is drying or dehydration. So drying or dehydration involves sun drying or mechanical drying, and sun drying and mechanical drying is also discussed in detail in the coming lectures. The next processing techniques, which are fermentation and germination, they are normally done at room temperatures or ambient temperature conditions. Today we will be studying about food processing. So before we start, let us see what are the various types of processing. Processings can be as simple as boiling, grinding, or even sorting, and they can be as complicated as canning, sterilization, or encapsulation, or freeze drying or lyophilization. So let us start with the first kind of drying, that is sun drying. What is sun drying? Sun drying is the oldest technique of food processing that has been used since ages and since the man knows to process food. Sun drying can also be categorized into 2 different categories. One is natural sun drying and the other one is with the help of solar dryers. Both natural sun drying and solar dryers use natural sunlight as a technique to dry fruits and vegetables, or normally any kind of food product. It can be fish, it can be figs, it can be apricots, leafy vegetables, from cocoa beans to vegetables. Anything can be dried by this technique. But this is a little advanced technique than natural sun drying. Natural sun drying has its own limited disadvantages. So now what is the advantage and disadvantage of sun drying? Then we'll also compare the advantages and disadvantages of natural versus solar drying. So let us discuss the advantages of sun drying first. What are the advantages of sun drying? The most important and the biggest advantage is that it is very economic. Why it is economic? Because it doesn't involve any cost of equipments, any cost of electricity, and because there are no equipments involved, it hardly requires any maintenance because there are no equipments involved. The second advantage is that solar drying is extremely convenient. It can be done anywhere. No technical knowledge is required. Anybody can do it. That is why it has been the age-old process. Before even man knew to learn and write, he was using the technique of solar drying for processing and drying of foods to increase their shelf life. Let us see the disadvantages of sun drying now. So the first disadvantage for sun drying is that it requires large amount of open area. And as we all know that open area or large open spaces is not a very easily available thing these days. The second disadvantage is that it is very much prone to contamination by birds, insects, flies, rodents, etc. Because it is done in an open area, it is very much prone to all these living organisms. Third disadvantage is that it is region dependent. And why it is region dependent is because of the fact that we don't have sunlight everywhere in this world, which is not an advantage for most of the countries. So countries which are normally tropical or subtropical countries or regions are only able to get the advantage of sun drying. These are the countries or areas where intensity of solar radiation is high and sunshine duration is quite long. Then only sun drying can be achieved. The fourth disadvantage is the non-uniformity of the conditions of drying. Because it is a natural process, one cannot control the temperature, humidity and availability of direct sun or shade during the natural sun drying process. And because of this non-uniformity conditions and other disadvantages, the sun drying results in very low or poor efficiency. So these are the pictures showing sun drying of papad and mangodi. Papad and mangodi are commonly dried in the sun in Indian homes. Also, they are done. Sun drying is done on the terrace, and they are also done commercially. Most of the vegetables and fruits are also dried in sun. For example, as these pictures are showing, sun drying of tomato slices and sun drying of apricots, which is done in large scale in sun. Grains are also processed by sun drying, as shown in the picture. And sun drying is also done for green tea leaves and cocoa beans, etc. Sun drying is a very common process and very popular process, but it has its own disadvantage of fruits and vegetables losing their color because of very high UV rays in the open sun drying. Besides open air or open sun drying, there's another technique of drying which uses the heat of the sun for drying process, that is known as solar drying. Now, what is the solar drying technique? Solar drying technique is a technique where we use solar dryers. These solar dryers are nothing but very simple instruments that entrap the solar energy via either a glass plate or some kind of transparent sheet which absorbs the heat of the sun and dries the materials in an enclosed area. This can be done in small home scale solar dryers, or it can be done at a very large scale by use of commercial dryers. These kind of solar dryers are very commonly used these days to avoid certain disadvantages of open sun drying or natural sun drying, where the products are spread in the air where there is no coverage of the product. So the solar dryer gives two advantages over the open sun drying technique. Number one, it prevents contamination and infestation due to the process being done in the covered area. Second, it prevents color loss due to the direct sun rays, as these dryers don't let the UV rays enter and come in direct contact with the food because of the presence of the transparent sheet with which the dryers are made. Now that we have studied drying in detail, let us have a quick overview of sun drying versus mechanical drying, or what is known as dehydration. Mechanical drying, dehydration or artificial drying is one and the same thing. And when we say drying, it normally means sun drying. So the difference between sun drying and artificial drying is given in the given picture. As you can see that drying is a natural process, whereas dehydration is an artificial one. We have no control on drying process for climatic conditions, but we have the conditions like temperature and RH under control in case of dehydration. Then, as we know that the UV rays are very, very strong in case of sun drying, there is a loss of color and flavor, and sometimes the quality obtained of the dried product is not very good. But in case of dehydration, the dried products have comparatively better quality because the temperatures are under control. More space is required for drying, whereas very little space is required for dehydration, as it is done in chambers. Then contamination again is a problem in case of drying, whereas which is not in case of dehydration, as it is a covered process. And drying is very, very less expensive, whereas mechanical drying is quite expensive. After this quick overview, we are next going to study the artificial drying or mechanical drying or dehydration process in detail in the coming lectures. Thank you.